What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we discuss Nkunku, Eden Hazard rumors, and 3 players that potentially won't be included in our next matchday squad. So we begin with Christopher Nkunku's injury. So we all know whenever Nkunku got injured, it was reported that he might not play again until early 2024, which is about January timeline. Now we have reports coming out that Nkunku may be fit by mid-December. This is great news for us because we're currently struggling to find the back of the net, and Nkunku was a crucial part of how we played preseason and how good we were playing in a 4-2-3-1 system. Now this is good news that he's coming back. However, I would like to see our team, we build a team into a specific system and not just around one player, because as we saw, whenever Nkunku got injured, our team became a mess because we had to change the system because he was out. I need for Pochettino to create a system that whenever a player gets injured, we can just have another player fill into that slot and the team will still perform. That's what a good team does. If we have one player out and we can't play for good football again, or we can't compete, that's definitely not good enough for Chelsea's level. So that's good news that he's coming back, and hopefully it can even be sooner. Hopefully his recovery has no setbacks. It's a speedy process, and we'll see him late November, mid-December. That's when the fixture run-ins start to pile up. Next, we move on to Eden Hazard rumors that has been circulating around the internet. Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that there is no concrete evidence of these rumors. It's just rumors as things stand. Hazard, he's a free agent right now. However, he's looking to retire soon, and he's discussing this with his family. Now, my take on this is, if Eden Hazard can get fit, I know he won't be to the level that we had him for, but if he can get himself match fit and ready fit, and if he decides that he wants to come back to Chelsea for a 1 year, to sign a 1-year contract, and he wants to play for us, I won't be against it, because he can still bring some creativity which we are lacking. If for some reason Nkunku gets back and he gets injured, we can slot him into that number 10 role. We still have Cole Palmer. However, we don't know if Cole Palmer is gonna get injured or anything like that. We weren't budgeting for that with Nkunku, and yet still it happened. So if Hazard can get fit, we can use him as a backup or even an option from the bench, and that would be a good lift for the club, knowing that a legend is coming back. I think he could give us some performances, but we would not be signing him to be a key player. However, he could offer something as a backup player and also something from the bench. I know a lot of people is going to be like, oh, if he don't perform, it's going to spoil his legacy. Definitely won't. We all know what Hazard did for Chelsea. He was our best player. He was one of the most exciting players to watch in the Premier League. So this in no way can spoil his legacy. I know it's just rumors for now, but if these rumors become true, I would support it, only if he is fit, and only if we have him as a backup option to just come in, play that number 10 role, and just offer us some creativity in case Palmer and Nkunku gets injured again. Now we move to our third and final story, and this story broke late yesterday about Cucurella Madsen and Chalobah, who may not make the next match day squad. And this is some mind-blowing news, because if we're trying to force these players out, then what does it say about us as a club? I understand if we force Kukurea and Madsen out, that leaves us with one left back, which is Ben Chilwell. And I am not for playing Levi Colwill at left back. Levi Colwill is not a left back. He does not offer much going forward, and he does not have that much pace to chase on that wing. So if we're gonna let Kukurea and both Madsen go, then we're gonna be in the same situations that we've been in last season and the season before, that we were playing Pulisic at left wing back. We had to play Loftus-Cheek at right wing back because we only had one right back and one left back. So I hope this is just a rumor and it's just a report that came out, because we cannot be in that situation again. Madsen, I understand the club, if they sell Madsen, it's pure profit at this point, because Madsen turned down a move to Burnley. He didn't want to go, he wanted to stay and fight for his spot, and then this is what he gets. I know there's a contract on the table for him. That could be also an issue why we are trying to push him up, because he hasn't agreed terms on the contract. He hasn't decided to sign the contract. So maybe this is why we're trying to push him towards the exit doors, so we can get some profit off him instead of letting him go on a free. So that could be one of the reasons as well. Cucurella, he has underperformed. He hasn't been good for Chelsea since he signed from Brighton. However, he can still be a backup to Ben Chilwell at left back. We don't want to have a situation where Chilwell is injured, because we know Chilwell gets injured regularly and we don't have a backup option. Lewis Hall we sold to Newcastle. I mean, it's a loan with an obligation to buy, and that's one of the players I think we should have really kept. It's so frustrating that we sold Lewis Hall. It just reminds me of Billy Gilmore, who's just being outstanding at Brighton right now. Billy Gilmore we should have never let go to Brighton for £9 million. These are players we have to keep. But in this new regime, we see our academic players as pure profit, and that is just business, and it speaks a lot about the ownership and how they're running the club right now. Next, Chalobah. I think this guy has been treated unfairly with respect to playing football, because we bought Disasi, and when I'm comparing the two players, I do not see a big difference between Disasi and Chalobah. Disasi, he lacks composure. In my opinion, he's only fast and strong. He doesn't pass the ball better than Chalobah. His defensive awareness is not superior to Chalobah. So the reason why we bought this guy is so we can sell Chalobah on, and that will be pure profit for the club. All these things that the club is doing right now is based on the business structure, and it's not based on performance of the team on the pitch. And I don't think that's going to change soon, because that's what the ownership is here for. If they're trying to see a way they can make the books look better, or wait for the club to make profit, instead of focusing a lot of what goes on the pitch. And that is quite frustrating. I hope that this is just rumors about these three players being forced out. I am against Madsen and Chalobah going. I think they can still play a role for a club. However, Cucurella, he can go, because his performances have not been good. And to be honest, Madsen, I think, will give us better performances than Chilwell at left back. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, and always leave a like, subscribe, and share. Alright, catch you guys in the next video.